Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? It looks like there's going to be a new Speaker of the House. A candidate has been chosen, one that Halabasi agrees with, so that's a step moving forward. The United Nations Assistance Group is being asked to leave Iraq by 2025. That's the same group that was busted for bribery. Also, there's going to be some interesting news about the Iraqi Stock Exchange for those of you invested in the stocks over in Iraq. So let's go ahead and get into this. Before we get started, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold and silver, head on over to our friends at Miles Franklin. The link will be down below in the description. When you make your purchase, make sure you use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and they'll take care of you. If you have any additional questions, you can reach us over here at this phone number or over here at this particular email. For all orders over $10,000, reach out by email and we'll make sure that you get a great deal. So come on over to Miles Franklin and add to your precious metal inventory. Alrighty, Washington praises Baghdad's effort to make Iraq an attractive environment for foreign investors. And we're pretty happy about that. So on Sunday, the U.S. Ambassador Romanowski praised Baghdad's effort to make Iraq an attractive environment for foreign investors. Romanowski said in her blog posted on X platform, a fruitful meeting with the economic advisor of the Prime Minister al-Sudani to discuss increasing international cooperation in modernizing the Iraqi economy, supported by the efforts made by the Prime Minister to make Iraq an attractive environment for foreign investors. She added, which leads to providing better job opportunities for all Iraqis. And I'm sure this goes without saying, we all support this as well. So yesterday I was reporting that it looked like Iraq was refusing to do the reduction in their oil production, and I was wondering what kind of issues it was going to cause for Iraq. This article says something different. Iraq stresses commitment to OPEC Plus, does not oppose extending production cuts. I mean, this is a good thing for them. They need the price of oil to stabilize so they're not running a deficit. One of the ways to do that is to reduce the amount of oil that is being produced. So the Iraqi oil minister resolved the debate that arose on Saturday he made about the country's refusal to agree with any new cuts in production when the OPEC Plus alliance meets in June. In remarks to Iraqi State News, the country is committed to voluntary oil production cuts agreed by OPEC and is keen to cooperate with member countries on efforts to achieve more stability in global oil markets. I'm going to jump down here just real quick. So the members of the OPEC Plus alliance are scheduled to meet in early June to discuss an oil production during the third quarter of the year. OPEC and its allies, led by Russia, are widely expected to extend current quotas to help boost the oil market. Iraq has faced difficulty in complying with its target of 4 million barrels per day in the recent months, which includes a voluntary reduction of 223,000 barrels of oil below production levels for December 2023. In April, Iraq pumped 4.24 million barrels of crude oil, including 200,000 barrels from the semi-autonomous Kurdistan region, over which the Iraqi federal government says it has no control. I was feeling like Biden had made some kind of promise to Iraq in order for them to keep up their oil production. And my concern was they would end up bumping heads with their own member states inside OPEC Plus. But I guess we're going to find out the truth come June. Iraqi parliament set date for election of new speaker. The Iraqi parliament has set next Saturday as the date for electing a new president. Man, next Saturday already. Alrighty. The media of the Iraqi parliament announced that the presidency of the council decided to hold a session on Saturday, May the 18th, to elect a speaker of the parliament. A political source revealed that the Taqadum Alliance and Al-Sadara bloc have declared Mohammed al-Mashadeen as their candidate for the presidency of the Iraqi parliament. Al-Mashadeen, 75-year-old, previously served as the Speaker of the Iraqi Council of Representatives from 2006 to 2009. So this is good because this is supported by Halabasi. So it looks like next Saturday we will have an election to see who the Speaker of the House is. Iraq seeks termination of the UN assistance mission by the end of 2025. Now, one of the things that they did was assist in the electoral process, facilitated regional dialogue between Iraq and its neighbors, and promoted the protection of human rights and judicial and legal reforms. That's probably why they're waiting until 2025, so they can get the election out of the way. But what you might not remember about the UNAM is this. They were reported by several people about being involved with bribery. They were the ones that were taking bribes in order to be introduced to an individual who they can guarantee can help them get a bid for a project. Well, they got their kickbacks, and then the person that was involved in assisting in getting the contractor connected to a person can help them get a project, well, they wanted a bribery. And then the person who made sure that they got the project, well, they wanted a bribery. And then the people that were supposed to sign off on a project, well, they wanted a bribery. So it looks like the Prime Minister, al-Sudani, has said, based on the findings by the UN formed independent strategic review team, Iraq's request for the UNAMI to end by 2025 is a timeline sufficient for responsible closure. So they will be well on their way at the end of 2025. All right, the Iraqi Stock Exchange. What kind of news do we have going on here? Iraq Stock Exchange Index reports a 17.8 growth in April. That is outstanding. And it shouldn't be surprising to anybody. As Iraq gets their crap together, you're going to start to see an increase in the stocks. So in April, the ISX increased by 17.8%, while 8 of the 10 index companies recorded an increase in their share prices. That's the part we want to hear. The value of the shares are going up. This is great. An analyst who works for the research department of the securities explained the outstanding performance of the index in April mainly stemmed from the surge of share prices of the Bank of Baghdad, the National Bank of Iraq, and Baghdad Soft Drinks, which I believe we have shares in all three of these. These stocks recorded an upward trend in April with the announcement of their first quarter financial results for 2024. The Bank of Baghdad, with the highest shares in the index, recorded a 37.7% increase in share prices during April, which was positively affected by the 28.1 million net profit announcement for the first quarter of 2024. That is plus 218% year over year. A 218% increase year over year. Go ahead, do the pee-pee dance. Go ahead. Do the little clapping, do the pee-pee dance. You should be happy about that. For those of us who are invested in the stock companies. The National Bank of Iraq, the bank that has second highest share in the index, recorded a 13.8% increase in share price in April by benefiting from a 52.8 million net profit. That is a 307% increase year over year. 307% increase. Announcement for the first quarter of 2024. The IBSD share prices rose 10%, while the company posted a slight growth in the first quarter of 2024. Net profits reached 20.6 million. That's a 6% increase year over year. As of May 6, 2024, the 15 ISX listed banks announced their first quarter 2024 financial results, while 7 of them increased their first quarter 2024 net profits by more than 100% compared to the first quarter of 2023. I knew this was going to be a great investment. RSISX Total Return Index showed a 18.9% increase in April, with the contribution of the National Bank of Iraq's first quarter DO.20 cash dividend per share corresponding to the 8.7% dividend yield. In total, 5 ISX listed companies decided to distribute dividends during April. The remaining companies were Baghdad Passengers Transportation, dividend yields are 2.3%. National for Tourist Investment, dividend yields were 2.1%. Ready Made Clothes, dividend yields 0.8%. Amara Real Estate, dividend yields were 0.3%. The total trading volume in the ISX increased by 25% in April compared to March, amounting to $43.3 million US, including the cross transactions. The monthly trading volume doubled compared to the previous month, reaching 40.4 million in April. The banking sector obtained the highest share in trading volume with 63.9%, followed by the industry sector of 24.8% share. Telecom sector, 3.9% share. Hotel and tourism sector, 3.7% share. Services sector, 1.7% share. And agriculture sector, 1.6% share. 26 companies share price growth in April, 18 of which increased by more than 5%, while 11 increased by 10% or more. Iraqi Islamic Bank increased the most by going up 39.3% during April, followed by the Bank of Baghdad at 37.7% increase. So this is phenomenal news. Hopefully soon we'll have one of those telephone call meetings so that we can hear the news and he'll tell us what's going on with our stocks. Anyways, that's it for now. Go ahead and leave a comment down below. I look forward to hearing from you. I'll get back at you later. I'm out.